What's going on, everybody? My name is CJ Hawkins, and tonight I'm going to be reacting to Meet the Spartans by Nostalgia Critic, and this was a request from a fan of mine that he wanted me to do, and oh boy, I'd never seen Meet the Spartans before, and maybe it was just like those movies I was just like, I'm not even going to spend a dime in the movie theaters to go see this movie, or I'm not even going to buy it on DVD. Like, maybe one day I'll watch it on YouTube or something. I don't know. But I just passed up on it. I just wasn't really interested at that time. So I see that Nostalgia Critic a few weeks ago did a review on Meet the Spartans, and I was requested to do this. So I'm going to give it to him. So, yeah. I don't know what this movie's about. I've never seen it before, so I will do my best to hang in there for the next 18 minutes and 44 seconds. Oh boy. I hope this is not torture. I hope to God this is not torture. So, here we go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember, so you don't have to. Well, I started it. Might as well keep going with it.
I've never seen disaster movie or superhero movie.
The Spartans not having the word movie in the title, it's definitely a movie. Those bad parodies that took over a good chunk of the 2000s. Released in 2008 and brought to us by Freeberg and Seltzer.
2008, okay.
Dumbasses who brought us Disaster Movie.
God help us.
Meet the Spartans was at a point when folks didn't quite figure out yet the movies being satirized half the time weren't even seen by the people satirizing them. Even the title
Rocky?
of 300 and Meet the Parents indicates it doesn't
Come
really
on,
have
Rocky?
anything to say about either. It just knows you recognize both hit movie titles and are hoping you'll go see it based on that. Well, people did. It was a big hit when it came out, but by God, I didn't know anyone who liked it. Many say it would be the worst parody movie ever made if this duo didn't keep making movies. And because your pain gives me strength, we're going to look over why this film is so bad despite it most likely pissing me off too. Because your misery is worth it. So, let's look at the film that Troll 2 says, wow, I'm like an A24 film compared to this. Let's take a look at Meet the Spartans. The film opens in Sparta, where babies are inspected for any defects.
Shrek.
Are you my mama?
Okay, I already know it's gonna be hard not to say over and over that their mindset
Sparta's
is,
next
if you
top
recognize
model.
it, it's funny. That's gonna take over 90% of the review. So instead, I'm gonna judge how bad these references are by comparing them to piles of shit fictional creatures leave behind. This is an Aslan shit.
If the baby was Vietnamese, Brangelina had first dibs.
Okay, there's a seed of a good joke in there, so I'll give it a leprechaun shit. Actually, it's already a hint better than Disaster Movie because I already got a laugh with Leonidas as a baby born with a beard and abs, and even ends up keeping his beard through childhood. I think that's a movie.
That's pretty funny, though.
Getting a laugh in the first 2 minutes. Don't worry, we get back to pointless references quick.
Really?
You're testing my patience, 00. I am not double. Oh, little Miss Sunshine.
Who would have thought a movie called Meet the Spartans would do 2 references in the same scene? They were just so funny, they had to get them out as quickly as possible. That's some Pierce Brosnan Centaur dookie there.
Leonidas was sent into the wild.
He's supposed to endure starvation,
sent
but
into the
discovers a
wild.
Subway sandwich. Alright, this joke writes itself. He spits it out because he'd rather starve than eat a Subway sandwich.
No man.
Oh, okay.
Is this
You'd
film
rather
like a
spit
homework
it out-
assignment, find a
I don't
perfectly
know.
fine joke and then castrate the humor? But a penguin appears because they want to turn comedy into punishment. This is referencing, I don't know, take your pick of any penguin movies that came out back then.
Man, you've got happy feet.
You got on several worst films of all time lists. The penguin keeps shitting on him. I didn't know I
Oh.
was gonna start off the day with. But he defeats him and he's made the Spartans king. Yeah, I just saw a little bird shit. I am so in the mood for something sexy right now. This turns out to be his future wife.
That's true.
And she grows up into Carmen Electra, who gives birth to their son.
See, Leonidas is molding our future king of Sparta to be a man.
And I see Kevin Sorbo is somehow not looking as crazy as he does today. I was wondering how long it was going to take to get to the Spartan gay jokes.
That is how men greet one another. High fives for the women,
and open-mouthed tongue kisses for the men.
I had a feeling Sorbo wasn't going to partake in that. A messenger, played by Phil Morris, says Cersei looks to take over Sparta.
Let us talk by the giant pit of death.
Okay.
10 minutes in, I got another laugh. I'll take that over the cinematic equivalent of being horsewhipped.
This is madness. This is Sparta!
Who told you to
Spits
kick me
in
into
his
the pit?
face?
I didn't tell you to kick me into the pit. Okay, my reference gets a hobbit poop, but at least I connected it to something.
Spits in his face?
Keeps kicking annoying people into the pit, though.
Do I look crazy to you?
I legit don't know what we think of Britney Spears anymore, so I'm just gonna skip this one. But fear not, this kicking routine literally goes on for 5 minutes.
Leonidas, I thought the kick rid.
A fake.
This would be like after Lord Helmet tortures a guy in Spaceballs he did it to Robo.
Okay, one joke was funny. Was a baby with a beard and 6-pack abs, and he's jacked to the gills. He's on steroids. That's funny. And those were pretty good CGI graphics. So, honestly, we're like 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this video. With this movie sucks so far. This is terrible. I'm sorry.
RoboCop, Maverick, Predator, or any other 1987 movies that came out.
The ancient prophets were advisors to
I've
the
never
king.
seen that
This
movie
goes
either.
to see the prophets and the oracle. Can't wait to see what random connection this has.
Only the most beautiful of Spartan girls to be their oracle.
I don't even know what that one is.
Ugly Betty.
Oh, thank you. It's like they know this is gonna be dated in a year. Shrek's Duel! He's told if he goes to war with Persia, he'll die, but he still forms an army of 12 because they clearly can't afford 300. Maybe they did pay Sorbo enough to do this.
Right.
Fun fact, that's the cover of its children's book.
Never give up. Never surrender. To infinity and beyond!
Okay, well, clearly you gotta do some sort of Tim Allen joke there.
He has a lot of heart, my king, and nice man boobs.
Indeed.
Screw not seeing the movies not yet released. I'm wondering if they've seen any movies in the past 10 years. They really should call this a parody of posters of films than actual films.
Damn, he's got a huge package.
I brought you some fudge.
Guess you thought it'd be too tacky to do a dick in the box joke, huh? Or maybe you didn't want to spoil the amazing Matt Damon finale in the follow-up.
Why is he not fighting?
He's not a warrior.
What do you think?
Yummy. I think he's fierce.
Pan dung next.
My child, I shall never forget you.
That's not your son.
You asshole.
All right, I'll give that point for randomness.
I give
Every
that.
once in a while,
That
it's
was
work.
pretty funny. Okay, I'll give it that.
Man, this satire is just as good as the South Park movie. If half of it was Big Gay Al and the other half was random Baldwin references.
The Spartans replenished their electrolytes.
With that said, they randomly reference Gatorade not spelling it this way or doing anything with this catchphrase.
Is it in you?
Do I really have to explain to a multi-million-dollar movie how to do second-grade Spartan gay jokes? They're approached by the hideous hunchback. Okay, what lame celebrity you gonna use here?
Reveal yourself, creature.
Again, I don't know who that
Paris
is.
Hilton.
Paris Hilton?
Hey, fellas.
Oh, okay. Now I just don't follow it.
It was all that you're going to jail. Now you can get out of jail. Now you're going back to jail. It's just been really confusing. I mean, even Tinkerbell's affected by it.
Okay, I know I shouldn't be talking about forcing jokes. Somehow I got this in my Purge review, but this would be like doing a Family Guy cutaway and having to explain why it's funny. Tusk diarrhea.
I'm sorry, but we cannot use you.
They turn her down because they have enough help killing this movie, and it looks like the Persians' massive army of just a little over a dozen arrive.
I am the emissary to the great god King Xerxes, come to accept your surrender.
You know a film is in trouble when you say, Method Man, your acting talents are wasted here.
Are we about to stomp the yard?
Mushu scat next. Oh, wait, sorry, no joke, we're here for another 5 minutes. Is that like the magic biblical number for this film? Like 5 minutes is the amount of time you figure you can't get a refund for this?
Dance them to the cliffs.
They knocked them off a cliff.
Last one in, Rodney.
diving board wasn't there. This is stupid. But then...
Buttmeister presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius!
I don't even think I knew this ad when the film came out, which means I can skip it. Next! Back at Sparta, they continue to try and convince us this isn't a soft porno parody. I mean,
honestly, I don't even think this is funny at all.
As the queen is told she might lose her throne if
Hold
Leonidas
on.
is dead.
I gotta
You
make
must
a
convince
comment.
the council to send more troops to support your husband.
A little to the right.
Okay. Tell me in the comments section below, have you paid a ticket or rented this movie or bought it on DVD or Blu-ray? If you've seen this movie, tell me what your honest thoughts are. Because I didn't spend not one dime even watching this movie or even knew that this movie even existed. I just passed up on it. I did not care for this movie, Meet the Spartans. This movie looks like total trash, dude. It's a waste of film, waste of paper on pen on paper on scripts, ink. Oh my god! It's like I don't know where to begin. This movie's horrible.
Right? That's it.
They didn't have masseuses back then. This movie's the comedic voice of a generation. Xerxes appears looking like that fat guy from Borat.
He looked a lot like that fat guy from Borat.
I'm surprised too how lenient I'm being on the more random jokes. The truth be told, he's the only actor to have any personality in this.
I tell you, kid, you got balls. I come over here with a big army. We're going to shish kebab your ass.
Like, his comedic delivery actually brings something to the role.
Sorry, Xerxes. It's cool. It's cool. I'm fine. I meant to do that.
But even he can't save... Oh, take a guess what ruins this moment.
Just listen to my deal.
Hi, Xerxes.
Eternatus excrement.
Deal or no
Yes,
deal?
I went out of my way to look up the largest Pokemon to reference the shit size of how nonsensical this is. Do I regret it? A little. Leonidas says, no deal to Xerxes, so they have a Yo Mama off because it's 1992.
Oh, great.
But she thought Tupac Shakur was a Jewish holiday.
This is how Cap Sorbo tries to convert black people to his church.
It sent an all-too-human chill up his spine. Or perhaps that was the dentine ice with cool mint crystals.
Oh my god, these amateurs. This is how you force a commercial.
No gambling. Gamble responsibly, though.
Come
It's
watch
not
me
worth
play
it.
Sonic X Shadow Generations every Friday on Twitch. We also have content 5 days a week. Hope to see you there. Hey folks, we're starting YouTube memberships. If you want access to emojis, polls, behind-the-scene videos, and other perks, check out and see if you want to become a member. We see Trader O do a great impression of the director's mindset when writing a scene.
Without reinforcements, Sparta will fall.
And we cut to Paris Hilton betraying the Spartans, saying how to get the drop on them.
I want to get this hump removed.
Oh.
Ah, that classic popping the hump humor. There really should be a Netflix category for how bad this is. The Persians do get the drop on them, causing Leonidas to blow steam out of his ears. Hey, when man first learned to draw in caves, that was very funny. And Xerxes commands him to bow, but he refuses.
Your sandal is untied.
Oh, thanks very much.
See, was that difficult?
No, wait, no. No, I wasn't down. I wasn't.
Yeah, alright, that's not bad. I know it looks like there's at least a good handful of funny in this, but I'm really not kidding when I say there are so few, I might as well show you every single one. We're in the last third, and I think there's been like 4.
Gentlemen, may I present Queen Margot?
Back at Sparta, the film is kind enough to remind us Karma Electra still has a body.
Yep.
I think Fox has a contract with her to striptease in something, so they just wrote a movie around it. And she makes a plea to send the rest of the army to save Leonidas.
Gentlemen, our only hope for survival is to surrender to Xerxes.
But when Trader O becomes, well, a traitor, this happens.
Queen Margot unleashed a venomous rage, much like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3.
You know, I'll just say it. I'd still much rather watch that than check out the third Venom movie. I'll give Dietrich Bader this. He does manage to make these two unfunny lines funny with his delivery.
I'm evil. Maybe sad.
Again, narrowing the few unicorn spottings of laughter. But she squashes him and, after 55 minutes, we finally get a Meet the Parents reference. Yet somehow
right.
it still connects
Meet the
more
Parents
to the title than
reference.
Disaster Movie does. They agree to send more troops as it looks like Leonidas really needs help. I will give credit, at least this scene looks like some actually well-planned stunt work and artistry went into it. Okay, it's taken from somebody else's art, but in satire, that's okay. I don't know. The bar is so low, it's actually weird to see a moment that's doing a good job recreating another moment instead of just acknowledging something else exists.
Ghost Rider.
Case in point.
He puts the fire out on Ghost Rider.
Whatever the hell Gonzo is, feces.
Yo, Sonny, I'm gonna knock your block off.
Oh, I guess a Rocky movie came out
Rocky?
then too. Genie turd.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I live in a weird world where Meet the Spartans is more gory than the Mortal Kombat movie.
Grand Theft Auto.
Now a Mario Kart reference. He gets in the car, chooses to not use it. The auto in Grand Theft Auto is supposed to be silent. But Xerxes finds the cube from Transformers.
The cube from Transformers.
My god, there's so many pointless references, I'm running out of fictional character shits. Oh, wait. Optimus Prime fecal matter.
Equipped with advanced alien technology.
Leave Benny alone! He is a god king.
Wow. Did the commercial for the movie actually
Leave
handle that joke?
Brittany alone. I remember that.
Leave Benny alone!
Meet the Spartans.
I mean, it's still not good, but at least there's a joke in there. I don't even follow what's supposed to be funny about this. Number two. He trips, though, and falls on the Spartans, killing them all. One of the men returns home to tell the queen what has happened.
I just...
Yeah, rub her
Yeah,
breast.
Credit really should be replaced with women meat that has Karma Electra attached to it. 1 year later, that same Spartan returns to take revenge.
Follow me, boys.
To Malibu, just as Lindsay Lohan was leaving rehab.
That's not Lindsay Lohan.
Every single Fraggle or dear.
Check out these deals.
That
of
is
the
not
week
Lindsay
at
Lohan.
Walgreens.
At first, I was afraid. I was
Oh
petrified.
god.
Wait. You see that too, right? 18 minutes more? But it's the end credits. Why are the end credits 18 minutes? What's in here that's so important to keep the audience hostage longer? Well, they all sing I Will Survive and American Idol.
Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore.
They do another Britney impression because, I don't know, they clearly seem to like it.
And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free.
The ending scroll starts to go, but they think this is a Marvel movie where people are waiting for the essential clue of what the next one will be. And your assumption is correct. The next one will be dick awful.
Victory is ours, boys. Let's celebrate.
What are we looking at? Why are we looking at it? The Spartans died. They're all dead. We're just watching a scene they didn't put in the movie that's somehow in the movie. It's just in the credits, so what does it matter? It's still being shown to us. What, is this the one moment you were embarrassed to show? Because I don't buy it. You are totally incapable of being embarrassed. In fact, there's a bunch of them. Moments you've already seen, there's just more of it. A film's running time has to be a minimum 1 hour. You're 10 minutes past that. Be merciful and let us go home to see our loved ones.
Look, Leonidas, war's not the answer. Trust me.
George W. Bush.
They're not even shown in order. They just pop up like a random extra you find in a video game. Except instead of finding something of value, it's robbing you of precious life. Stop. Stop.
Dangleitis,
do not do leg
dingleitis,
squats.
dingleitis,
Thank you.
dingle dangle, do leg squat.
Stop! This is incredible. We should drop this on our enemies. It contains so much bombing.
Where am I?
It ends when Spidey is dumped by
Is
a
that
guy
Trump?
who gives me a first felon
Looks like
president
Donald
vibe,
Trump.
And the credits finally finish rolling. Good lord.
A Donald
That's why I
Trump
used to believe him
impersonator.
until I
Great.
saw all of that. Yep, this movie's awful, but I guess I can give it the tiniest bit of credit that it's not disaster movie. But that's like saying both my testicles weren't cut off, just the one. It's still very bad. There's a couple of okay laughs. I do like Ken Davician's performance, and maybe about half the impressions are decent, but the rest is just as awful as you would think. I'm really not kidding when I say I showed you every funny scene in this movie, and as you may have noticed, they're not many. It may not be disaster movie, but it is definitely Cthulhu Piles. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my overall thoughts. This movie sucked. This movie sucked. And I'm glad I did not pay money to go see this movie. 2008, yeah. That was the year I first met my future wife, who I'm currently married to. And this movie is terrible. If you guys have seen this movie in the movie theaters or on DVD, Blu-ray, rented it, if you spent money on this, what were your thoughts? Did you enjoy this movie? Did you thought it was hilarious? Or did you think that you wasted your money that you want a refund? Did you even succeed? This movie gets a 2 out of 10. There was a few jokes I did like, but it's a 2 out of 10. These movies are horrible. I'm sorry, but they're really horrible. That's the only time I ever watched Meet the Spartans, and I'll never watch Meet the Spartans ever again. So that's it. That's my review. And if you guys have any more requests, let me know in the comments section below. The original video of Nostalgia Critics review is down below the subscription. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.